And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, 3 days left, or in fact should I say 2 full days left of the January transfer window remaining. 2 signings in through the door, of course those being Fabio Silva and Mohamed Diamande. However, over the last couple of days there has been a lot of transfer news within the Rangers space. First and foremost, we brought you the news around 2 days ago that Yefdi from Fluminense, currently on loan at Cyprus side, Applewell would be joining the club imminently. Obviously a few things to tie before then, but we did state he would likely be the third signing coming in through the door. Of course, providing that left back cover to Ridvan Yilmaz. It's unknown to see what happens with him in the final few days of the transfer window at this moment in time, but of course with Borna Barisic's contract coming to an end at the end of the season, it does seem as though they are going for a more younger, hungrier player to maybe complement that left back role. However, late last night, of course, there was more news that emerged with Rangers signing a winger. I've been very adamant on my predictions with regards to the January transfer window for Rangers and did state that there would be a striker, there would be a midfielder, there would be a left back, and I did state that there would be a winger. Now, this might surprise you a lot because Rangers don't usually sign wingers that all too often, obviously a standing joke within the sort of fan base at this moment in time, but it does look as though Rangers are very close to sealing signing number 3 or 4, depending on which the order of the transfer comes in, for Oscar Cortez from French side Lens. Now, reports stated last night that agreement between the two clubs for the Colombian has been agreed, and it is going to be an initial loan with an option to buy come the summer transfer window. Now, a lot of people like it. I like the way that is an option to the loan with the option to buy, because, well, if they're shite, then you don't have to spend the huge fee on them. And then, of course, due to FFP complications and stuff like that, you know, these loans with obligations to buy and offset paying for it later usually works out in Rangers' benefit. But it does seem as though he looks like he's on his way, and it actually probably could be done before the Yefdi deal. Obviously, the left back from Fluminense, there's still a few more hurdles to go with that transfer, but it does look like Oscar Cortez is going to be the next one in through the door. This is being reported by Colombian media. French media is being reported by very good sources, and as I stated, it does look as though he is going to be the next one through the door, and a winger is something that Rangers have been crying out for an awfully long time. Guys, if you are just joining this live stream, please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. As I stated, we've got every single transfer pretty much bang on this January, so hopefully you are sticking around for much of the season and when we go into the summer as well, as I do think there's going to be more transfers there as well. But currently, if you do look at Rangers' transfer state of play and the business that they're currently doing and the business that they're doing imminently, you're starting to see that maybe it's a route that we've not really gone down in previous years, but certainly something exciting. As I stated, I don't really know much about Mohamed Diamande. I don't know much about Yefdi. I don't know much about Oscar Cortez, but signing 20-year-olds that are highly rated within South America, people under the age of 22, is much more of a better risk, I would say, than going with sort of 27-year-old journeymen who've played down in the English Championship and are on astronomical wages. Whether this works out and this approach works out, I'm not sure. As I said, I don't really know the players awful well. I've obviously seen compilations just as you guys have, and I've done my research into the players' careers and stuff like that, and they look pretty good. But until they actually come to Rangers, actually put the jersey on, play in front of the 50,000, we're not really going to understand as to what they could actually do for this football club. But it is nice to see the club taking a more modern approach to recruitment with far higher upside potential, rather than, as I stated, going for the journeyman throughout League One, Championship, with no sort of sell-on value that are expected to make the instant impact in the here and now. But many of them haven't. They've come to Rangers and just been injured and just sitting on the bench for huge astronomical wages. So I do like this approach that we're going through at this moment in time. It does reek of the director of football, as I stated many times before. Of course, with what he did at PSV Eindhoven, finding players, especially Mohamed Diamande, those sorts of players, those sorts of signings is very, very PSV-like, and certainly very excited to see who else he can bring in this January transfer window. Look, these two players look like they're going to be coming in through the door, as I stated. Hefty does look like a player that there is a few more hurdles to it. Cortez looks like is a lot closer, but there still could be a striker coming in through the door. I know we're seeing lots of comments flurry through right now stating who that striker could be. I don't know at this moment in time. There is reports stating that Rangers sent scouts out to watch Lawrence Shankland at Hearts against Aberdeen as they won 2-0 and he scored, but still, there is no real concrete developments, no concrete links that Lawrence Shankland is a player or is a target for Rangers and Philippe Clement. So one thing to maybe watch, but again, like much of our transfer activity in this January transfer window, none of the Scottish media, no one has really known until it's come very, very close to the line of actually signing the player. So if we are going to sign a striker, maybe, just maybe, he comes out of absolutely nowhere and isn't Shankland. But I do think Shankland would be a good addition to our team, but certainly one to watch going into the final few days of the January transfer window. But it does seem as though signing number 3 and signing number 4 are very, very, very close after deals have been agreed. Just before we finish up, guys, let's have a little look at some of the comments. Good to see Paul, good to see Sean, good to see Jerry, good to see Kelvin, good to see Cameron. Loads of people coming in here at this moment in time. Good to see you all, troops. Sorry if I missed people out. Sean, good to see you, my man. Jerry, thought you were joking. We need to start improving on transfer windows, says Sean Maxwell. Of course we do. And this is a different approach as to where Rangers are currently going, as I stated. A more modern approach and trying to find these gems, have them at the club for 2-3 seasons, win trophies, and then flip them for X amount to the Premier League or wherever they want to go. Sort of like the Benfica model, sort of like the Ajax Amsterdam model, sort of like the sort of Brighton model recently also as well. But that's all I've really got for you. I appreciate it's very, very early in the UK at this moment in time. But as I stated, Rangers close to signing or agreeing the 2 deals for signing number 3, signing number 4, those of course being Hefty, and the latest being Oscar Cortez, who currently plays for RC Lens. I think later on I'll probably do a deep dive into both of the players, give you the definitive guide for both of these players and what to expect, their sort of strengths, their weaknesses, and their sort of, their history in the game, if you like. But that's all I've really got for you guys. As I said, please do let me know your thoughts on Oscar Cortez, and let me know your thoughts with regards to Hefty down there in the comment section below.